let the ladies watching, they can see my body move up. There's nothing pretty about a beat down girl. I'll be the one to tame you, fuck you up and rearrange you, invite your fantasies into my world. Ooh, bad boy, baby. Spin me, dizzy, dizzy, that around, that around. Ooh, bad boy, baby. Spin me till we're busy, busy. Let's get busy. This is the story of a shy butterfly that flutters from flower to flower. She dreamt and dreamt of reaching the sky, dreaming from hour to hour. On the very first day of her brief life, woken from a lullaby, she could only from a visiting spaceship. Go, go, how my butterfly. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Butterfly, fly, go, go. Today I learned that a small gust of wind can change the direction of fate. I am up here, the high butterfly. I hope I've not come here too late. Where am I? Where is my mother nature? All around me is the sky. I feel new in this strange situation, flattered by my butterfly. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Go, go, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Fly, fly, butterfly, butterfly, fly, go, go. Butterfly, fly, go, go.
Is you, is or is you ain't my baby, yeah, I got a gal who's always late. Anytime we have a date, I'm gonna walk right up to her gate. I'm gonna walk right up to her gate. Is you, is or is you ain't my baby.
Alrighty. Have enough of that for now. Alright. So we are now on chapter 4. Get this set up here. Our double vision. And we're just starting the episode and get fresh. Get showed up. Get some learning done. Scribble a lot. Alright. Also, let me know if you hear any sort of double sounds, because that would be great. Half the time I can't tell.
What? Where am I? Ah. Citizen Plus.
Okay. So from last episode, you really should do a recap when they start these. So we were in the third universe, or third episode. We were in this Citizen Brown universe, and while we made Doc remember who he is, where he is, we were taken away by his evil wife Edna, who has shown, obviously, information on herself that she is no good. She's a controller, she's a freak. So, she took us here. And I guess now we gotta get out. So here, escape from Marty's Citizen Plus waiting room. So what do we have to interact with? Squawk box, camera, poster, window. Let's take a look here. Have any sort of... we can walk around. Can we get in the locker?
Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll need a combination on my own.
Okay, what should we do next? So obviously there's nothing we can do. There's camera, poster. We know what's on the poster. Looks like a projector.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Why would a camera not be on?
Doesn't look like it's on.
None of this stuff's on.
Jen? Hey, Jennifer!
Oh, she's in there too.
Gotta get her attention.
We don't have any tools on us.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Don't-
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly?
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
See if we can talk to him.
Hello?
What?
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intense process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir. There. How's the guitar?
Did we see it?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
I'll never get that combination on my own.
It's on now.
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
How can he help? What about the guard?
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance. Zoom, enhance. Ha!
What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Yeah, Dad's not a complete square.
Dad,
How can I help, son?
could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Citizen Plus? Oh no, Jen, not you too.
Jen's been plussed. What are we gonna do?
Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
Oh, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Hey, on your way out, do you think you can help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
It's against the rules. Well,
Okay, forget breaking out. Could you at least come visit me? It's kind of lonely in here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to see each other until you've undergone your first Citizen Plus treatment.
Why not?
Because your
We
gosh
can't
dang
talk until
hormones
you've been
are out of
brainwashed,
control,
too.
Martin.
alright,
Could
whatever.
you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then
I
I'll
guess
really
we
have to
can
tell him about how
do
you're
what we
hijacking the
did
cameras.
To, Biff in the
Oh, come
previous
on, don't be a
episode,
narc.
which is using
I'm not
triggers.
a narc. I'm a good citizen.
And with those triggers, you can bring him back to his normal self. So let's see. What do we have? We have guitar, we've got the newspaper, and we've got George's photo. So let's see if this works. Wow, it's weird there's
Okay,
a
Jen, here's a
jack
little
there,
something I
too.
think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Martin.
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
What's going on here?
No idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not
Judo
right.
chop. Yeah,
Well, neither is this. No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
bitches.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah! Jen!
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
You know, midgets can be stormtroopers too. Or little people. Or dwarves. Dwarves. Sorry.
I can't plug my that.
Oh, I gotta freaking unplug this. Or undo this. I can't just walk out of the door, I have to trigger the door. That's right, this is not really an open world
Okay,
game.
Hotshot,
It's point
what's
and
next?
click, even though we have a
Now we
controller.
rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
I
Relax,
must
Jennifer.
insist.
I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that?
For saving me, dummy.
That's right, do it in front of
Let's
the
go,
guards. What the
officer.
hell?
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
Really? Okay, rescue Citizen Brown from the thingy and the duck.
I have some of that. Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
No. What a turd.
Increase somatosensory fluid by 17%.
Crack on her door.
Looks like a little crack between the door and the floor.
Must be for the food. Well, who dis? Tannen, I guess.
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah! I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway.
Mixed metaphors for sure.
The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
What does this mean?
Hi, Biff. You want out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo.
Oh my god, he's so triggered.
Come on, Biff. Just swallow your pill.
I wonder how many times it actually works, though, because the coating would come
No
off.
improvement, Citizen Edna. Shall I recycle the treatment?
Very well. Increase the...
Oh, Biff spit.
Oh, I guess I could, put it in the food or the drink or something? Let's see. What should we do, food or drink? Well, since he was drinking, I guess we could put it back in the drink, since that was the initial trigger before.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What?
Sorry, it was just a shadow.
Stop goofing and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Jeez, eating Biff. Horse tranquilizers?
Well, I mean, he's a strong dude, that's for sure.
Who,
Even though
me?
he's dumb.
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Anything
Okay,
for
Doc,
you,
I'm in.
ma'am.
Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Okay, so let's...
That looks like a giant air freshener. Weird.
Okay, let's talk with the control panel.
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
Let's...
Olfactory. I think I know what that means.
Do you? Let's get that air freshener working. I mean, if anybody knows what
What the-
olfactory
Looks like the
bulbs
aroma tanks
are,
have
or
clogged
olfactory
themselves again.
nerves.
Oh, thank you. I noticed that. Come on, make yourself
It's
useful.
for smell, of course.
I'm sorry, delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should wait on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me? You're the one threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time machine talk.
Gastrosensory would be for your stomach. Tactile slider, so tactile for your physical senses. Volume for noise. Optics for sight. Let's see, which one should we choose? We can kind of do an M, so mark over mark.
Tactile.
Hot damn.
Whoa! Sorry.
Where's Martin?
Don't worry.
Volume. Finally, a word I can understand. Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
Okay. Let me see if we can do it from the office, because I don't think there's anything else. So we'd use, what, if he wants to blast him, I guess we use what?
Oh,
The
dear.
previous trigger that we had
You
in the
never
first
had
chapter?
control. That's
Or he uses the guitar and blasts Biff.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
what was that? You! What are you doing?
Getting my friend out of here, you nutcase. Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa! so, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome.
He just busted my eardrums out.
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive noises are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Of course. Get him! Split up! What zombies?
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Hey, it's my mom. Hey.
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess. What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh.
Control freak. Domino.
All right,
effect.
Dad. No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Aww.
Mom, Dad, no!
PDA
You'll be fine.
bitches.
Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great! Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild a time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
It'll be
You know, for a second there, you
fine.
sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown? Emmett?
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. I found him. He was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built.
Yeah, you've inspired him, all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to him.
Yeah, well, he did that, too. You're not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so distracted.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
And there she be.
It worked! Ha ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust port, dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern.
There's no need for concern, of course not.
The time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Fine, leave.
No one wants you, Edna. You're the worst type of person.
I run this town.
Well, this town's about to not exist anymore.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
This is where I last saw you, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
I don't know why it doesn't automatically pick the first one for
I
you.
haven't thought about this place in years.
To choose
Mrs.
from.
made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. All nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
We'll do the first one too.
You're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
No memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shift hands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
Electricity?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to... Go
your
inside
shit
and check it out.
together.
First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Alright, let's talk to his old self. I mean, young self.
Sonny! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there. Little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady.
Beautiful lady, huh?
You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your...
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, we make a lot of mistakes when we're not seeing straight. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Excuse me, what?
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
Oh, man, this is
It was
where it all
Edna's idea,
starts.
and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Damn it, I'm a little confused. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Crockett.
October 12th? Doc?
So, oh shit, we are in the wrong place.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in 80s?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the mess is already...
Then we're stuck?
I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I have to talk to her? I mean, could hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh.
I'll talk to her. You'd better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to return to the north tent.
He's a dick when he's
Why
not
not?
drunk, too.
Good luck!
Alright. Let's talk to Edna.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure...
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. The Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
Gosh, just
Mr. Crockett!
everything.
You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing
I was gonna say, she's
here?
wearing a hat.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did.
Have
you seen Emmett?
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
You don't.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Crockett, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Crockett. You know that? Well,
'Cause you
his
gotta
physical
ruin it,
appearance
'cause he
for
can't
one
be
thing.
with her in the
And it
correct
may not be
future.
Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through.
Virtuous,
His
huh?
own mind map shows him model citizen.
Sounds like
Good
lies to
brain.
me.
I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious. Just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all missions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
No.
That's all the questions I got.
Let's not probe
Very
her
well, then.
anymore. I don't want to talk to her. It's not necessary.
Hey, Audie, you seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
What in the world?
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Because you're not a bitch. I mean, she's not a bitch. Right.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed
welcome back to you,
halls,
Aaron, as well.
I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Like her brother completely absolved in
Doing down here anyway?
themselves.
Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta let the dogs in because my sister is not doing Nothing like finding out your sister lets the dogs out, leaves the house, and leaves them outside in the process. That is great. Great communication.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Oh.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Alright,
see you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
I don't think there's anything else I want to interact with over here, so...
The brown place is on Riverside Drive. Way too far to go on foot. I wonder how Doc's coming with the DeLorean.
I love how this is just in plain sight.
Report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Let's see.
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test,
okay.
I'll let you borrow it.
Whatever you say, Doc.
Hey, what?
Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh,
holy
too
moly.
bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Okay. And we're still doing the... etc., etc. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Actually, let's just run this way. Of the past. Oh, this is open now, isn't it? Showerhead, courthouse future, diorama, train of the future. That seems interesting.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see...
Secrets, 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 secrets.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied.
His face looks way too pleased, though. Oh, okay, that was weird. Let's see, what the... Okay, guess it doesn't matter. Ah, it's a rainbow.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
Ah, sweet. Oh, this one.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops.
Mm-hmm. Truck.
Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
Oh, can you activate them at the same time?
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
Just borrowing it.
Let's see. Let me see if you've got anything else to say on the situation.
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas. Up here. Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
So I guess we've got to do something like
Don't
that
be a stranger.
gives a vendetta. So, did they take her over here?
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this.
It's like this, you know.
I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that.
Like a woman. Like
I
that.
won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That parade.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and our His invention.
Okay.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Let's see. We don't talk to you. See what you gotta say.
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
'Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
Really? So she's too good for him now? Well, let's talk about the past at the club. So, why are you angry?
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your
You're making
socks.
so much noise.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
Cheese.
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
What's embarrassing? My mom saw me in my underwear. My mom came on to me. That's gross.
My mom saw me in my underwear.
That ain't so bad.
Last year?
Okay, that's pretty bad. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing
God, why
as
is
this.
teeth green? I'm really just noticing that.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these autistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
I do want to ask about his teeth. That's crazy.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But seriously, though, why are they green?
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out to Artie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
Mister? Let's see if we can turn everybody's teeth green.
How about an algae cake?
No thanks. I'm trying to cut down.
How about an algae cake?
Guess I am feeling a bit peckish. Where the hell'd you get that crap?
The expo. How about an algae cake?
One doesn't normally think of a dessert item, but, what the hell?
Well, a cake.
Well, it's got a very, unique flavor.
Yeah, cake doesn't really, well, I guess maybe in that time it does represent a dessert, but there are different types of, like, cakes now that are snacks.
How about an algae?
Much obliged. That was different?
Wow, like instantaneously turns your teeth green. That's crazy. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. Actually, that's one thing I don't like when you switch scenes, as it were.
How
It
about an algae cake?
Takes
Don't
off
mind if
whatever
I
you
do.
selected from your inventory.
Not bad. Algae, you say? I'm going to suggest that they add that to the menu at the orphanage.
How about an algae cake?
Yeah, that tastes exactly like that end I was pumping into me back in the Citizen Plus ward.
I haven't looked at this yet.
Trixie sure got some nice, antlers. This is definitely something Edna wouldn't approve of.
I guess that would get her fired, huh? Gamoose! Okay, so we've offered everybody an algae cake. We're just not gonna drop.
That's a good thing these things never caught on.
I wonder why they're so bad. Yeah, we need to get her fired. Or a reason to get her fired.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Artie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You are firing me?
I don't want to.
But you're not a U.S. citizen.
Take it back. Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
I'm sure they took that out of the rules.
Let's talk.
Oh, yeah. Where am I at? Where am I? Am I stuck?
That's a good thing these things never caught on.
I was like, what the hell? I can't move. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. So, Trixie. Is there anything else? Street, guy, button, front door, button. Courthouse future.
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out!
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
So we need the photo. We need to head over there. See if there's anything else. Oh, he said I can't, Because it's too far away to go on foot. Can I keep going this way? Are we blocked? Okay. So I will need something that helps me move faster. Do I have anything on me? I do, actually.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup. Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see, now what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Oh man, it is. Ooh, it's a lot to interact with here. I want to see if we could turn Emmett's teeth green. Emmett?
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. Oh, they better be really nutritious.
Oh, what the hell was that? Curious machine, switch, record player. Those are mind maps? They look like Scantrons. They really do. Look at printer, strange helmet. Let's do this.
Nah.
Oh. Take it off.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Let's see if this works. On me. Hooligan.
Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
I wonder if you get the same result twice.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far.
How could everybody be a hooligan, though?
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and do the machine because it's what we just messed with.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
Oh, it's a punch card.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Well, he was just standing there when that happened. That's weird.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all
You mean
sense
like
of
what
judgment.
she does all the time?
No kidding. What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Of course you do. Record player. What's this do? So wait a minute, her picture comes up. I mean, does that like mean...
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
What does that mean? Huh. Let's see here. So we've got to get one of him, obviously, to show... Let's just do...
Ew!
Oh.
Oh, so it is based on the image. That's interesting. I mean, obviously, she's just disgusting to look at anyway. She's a horrible human being.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Okay. Let's see, what should we choose next? I'm gonna do it again. Let's do it again. Do it again, do it again.
Phew.
Ugh, did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Whew. Is it right? So...
This button only works while the mind map test is active.
Okay. It's like skipping that one. Emmett, and then... Okay, what else is over here? It's an easel. There's tank record player.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
This button only works while the mind map test is active.
So, like, do we have to hit this and then run some things? It's kind of what it seems like.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
So, I guess hit the switch. And then it's just gonna run. Oh wow, it's already neutral? Interesting. So he already has a neutral feeling for her anyway.
Smells much better.
Wait, said it smelled really good before.
Careful, don't let all the flavor escape.
Maybe... Okay, let's invoke negative responses again.
Ew.
So, like, you've got to hit something twice for it to stay in that position. That's really interesting. Well, that's how I figure this out. Okay. So this is like... This is, manipulating the test, then. Let's see. That's really strange. God, this is a lot of work.
Ah. That smells good.
Oh, okay. So, like, whatever the picture is, you want to connotate the reaction. Eesh.
Ew.
Ah. That smells good.
Holy shit, let's see if this worked.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Are we gonna get Hooligan? Degenerate criminal.
Bingo! Now Emmett's
Holy
mind map
shit.
is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Okay. So how are we gonna use this? Is it kids? And it's
Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
yeah, let's make him cheat on his girlfriend, but not really. Because that would be mean. Let's see, is there anything else? What can I grab in here? Obviously the switches don't do anything. Okay, oil can?
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Let's accidentally expose of it.
Hey, Emmett, I've got, whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that was just of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering.
That's
Back to
right,
work.
Girls are so loud.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
You don't, though? Can I go up here?
cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a
looks like an
concentrated
oil
dose of my
squirter
all-purpose
bottle.
cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Enzymes, you say?
What the hell is that?
What?
Look over there.
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Let's see, what else? What can we do with this easel?
What's this?
That's good we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
I don't like it.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Unfortunately.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Okay. Photo album.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Thanks, pal. Alright, let's head out, I guess.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh,
No,
right.
Bad,
I'll wait
bad.
until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Nope, you can't do that.
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Yes, in fact, I've got several.
You can't marry Edna.
Why not?
Because she's a horrible person.
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be
But in the
decades before it comes
future-
along.
Whatever, then.
Let's just drop it.
Fine.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
The candid responses.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay, so what should we do first? So there anything updated here? Oh, that's interesting. Hill Valley of the Past. What do we have? Got front door. Oh, that's not. Button Caveman, Diorama, Volcano. Let's fuck with the caveman.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, or the cleanser might have dissolved the fur.
Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
And then we'll age this 12 hours with the time machine, I guess.
Hi,
God
Trix.
damn it.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them are working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Alright, so we will... God, that looks fucking evil. Okay. Spray bottle with the DeLorean.
It'll be safe in there. Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
Alright. Let's tell Doc. Wherever he is. Well, I don't see... Okay, this is a really bad shot then. Because they're right there.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
So if the light's green...
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
Well, that was fast.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it's starting to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
Okay.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid.
Let's, I guess we can go ahead and give Trixie this stuff, because technically we have all of it anyway.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Hey, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? Hers and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Wait, but I do.
I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an
I thought.
eyeful.
We've got the fur, we've got the photo album, and the diamond. Maybe I gotta just manually give them to her?
Voila!
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to...
I'm working on it. How about the furs in the photo album?
I'll get him to you.
I actually wish this dialogue asked, do you have all of them? And then you give the option for all of them, and then say, no, I don't.
I
Just to
brought
make
in
it
his photo
easier.
album like you asked.
Instead of having to back
see.
out.
Gee,
talk to
he's
her,
not
but
bad
then go
looking.
back in and
An
select it,
egghead
then go back
kinda
and talk
way.
to her.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me those
Yeah,
furs,
cradle
and we'll be in
robber.
business.
Me.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, the redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, you...
Great.
Alright, let's see if we can, since the oil thing's not old enough. Let's see if it's good to go again, see how far in the future it'll be. Let me just throw it in there.
Hey,
Hey,
the light's
it's
green.
green. And I can't just walk over here again. God damn it.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. Replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where'd Edna go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she
Also,
makes
where's the
situation
DeLorean?
impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
Nothing like aged acid.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Ew. Gross.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep
Canoodling.
my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
Let's see. I think we should tell her that Carl Sagan needs to talk to her now.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
Well, the speakeasy, of course.
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
I know, as much as you
I
don't like him
wish.
being distracted, you certainly taking a toll on things. Alright, you can have his back, dude.
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash?
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that.
I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
Marty!
Doc! Where's Edna?
She's inside, setting up her booth. It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh. You got Edna to break things off?
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over.
Oh, no.
In the timeline you're from...
The right timeline?
Yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and...
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up...
What do we say? Alone and miserable, happy and fulfilled? Best not to know. Alone and miserable. Fuck her.
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my
Doc.
timeline so we can restore yours?
She's a horrible person.
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
She turned you into a puppet. She tried to erase your brain. Like that.
Doc, she tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible. No argument. Horrible. But she started
No
out
matter
with
how
such
she started, it's
pure
like she's always going to
intentions.
end that way.
So did Nero. I don't
History,
believe this.
you know.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short term worth the long-term gain? Maybe we could find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Really? Just really? Okay. Oh shit, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. How much oil is in this can?
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Sonny. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
And he puts it all over himself. What? Not just that one side?
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your... I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps, Rue, but I know you. All too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond, too.
Jesus.
I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see?
Oh,
The mental
no.
alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in
oh,
love
yes.
Let me see that card.
Degenerate, degenerate, degenerate.
I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
Leave town. Nobody likes you.
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
And he drives off?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great.
Mm-mm-mm.
Emmett! Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
The story is over.
What is he doing?
Okay, Emmett, hold still. I know your emotions are running a little wild, but don't do anything crazy.
Emotions? What emotions? My emotions are dead.
Just because you think you loved a mind-controlling fool.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. May or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to give your system a jolt. Taking a thriller like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated.
See, this is what happens when
hype,
people go through
10%
like
fraud. Name
a big
one
life
invention that ever did
just
anybody any good.
change.
How about
You've got everything crashing around you, and you're just like, fuck it all. Just fuck it all. But you really don't mean it.
help me out here?
You're getting on my nerves, Crockett. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Me? Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Sonny Crockett. Or is that even your real name?
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see? I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
And this is where we really kick him.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying
It's like
I
a
don't
real
have
argument
guts?
where you're like trying to make sense and they don't want to listen.
know?
So then you
A
go to
person like
complete
you?
opposite
You
end
know
of the
the first thing
spectrum.
about me.
You're like,
I
you know
have more
what? You're an
dreams in my
idiot.
little finger
I
than
did
you'll
this because
ever
I
have.
wanted to,
Hey,
and I don't care about your
daydreams
feelings.
don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah! And look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you! Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets. That was my mistake. The basic idea about the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. Came to me all at once. Like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be
Women
done.
only play mind
And the
games.
expo
Remember
begins
that,
at 8.
people.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything...
Oh, damn. What can I do to help?
Emmett!
What?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Oops.
Let's see. Well, let's see if we
Hang
can
in
go
there.
get that cleaner.
Very
'Cause
funny.
we dropped it. And then we can use it on the rope, maybe? Oh.
Emmett, definite solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Super dangerous. So let's put it on this one. So then that like lets go. Okay. Oh.
That doesn't need to be sprayed by fabric-destroying enzymes.
I'm glad he says specifically fabric-destroying enzymes.
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
It's not going anywhere.
What about this one? I went too far.
Ah! Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed! Ah!
Well, should we do acid on his pants, I guess?
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Whoa. Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate, and leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
Need a lift?
Got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains
I have a
intact.
bad feeling about
As usual,
this.
I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure we'll all turn out well in the end.
Maybe someone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a fulfilling life.
How can you know?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Sonny Crockett?
Oh no. Oh jeez. One more thing to mess up.
Let me explain it again. I realize that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. Science! She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo. His dreams of being a scientist will give for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Out of time. Ugh, yeah. That was that was probably the most involved one, I think. Out of all the chapters so far, or episodes. Whatever the hell you want to call them. but had some interesting little achievos in it. Although, I don't know if algae cakes are actually a thing like in Japan, the Eastern civilizations. But it is used for some things. Is that it? Anything else? To 2015. Okay. So I'm gonna say we're gonna stop here. It's at the 2-hour mark. I do have to take one of our doggos to the vet today. So instead of starting the next episode, we'll wait till I come back from California. So no streams next week, Monday through Thursday. I do come back Thursday night, so if permitting, I will stream Friday afternoon, morning afternoon. I'll post on social. Obviously, I'll be here. So follow me at Jinxie X Jordan or Jordy X Jinx. Anyway, link in the bio. Or you can just search Mistress X Jinx and it should come up anyway. And let's go ahead and send everybody off with a good afternoon. And again, you can keep up with me on social. And if I don't see anybody there, I'll see you next week on Friday. Have a nice afternoon. Thanks for stopping by.